At Mother's Gurukul Podcast, I always look for topics that will make our parenting less stressful. I share tips that have worked for me. I believe in hands-on parenting and sometimes out of the box too. And to make it exciting and less stressful, I try different strategies to stay present with my children and ensure that they know I'm always there for them. One strategy I have been following that might work for you is using LunchBox Notes. You don't have to be a writer to send your love through these LunchBox Notes. Let's talk about that today. Hi, I'm Alpira Dev and you are listening to Mother's Gurukul Podcast, a place where I talk about various aspects of parenting and share my tips and tricks to make your parenting journey smooth and beautiful. I also talk about some motivational topics that will make your life easy. So let's learn together, let's grow together at Mother's Gurukul Podcast. Parents can have different views about this topic. Some may see it as a cute and thoughtful gesture, and others may think that what is the use of these notes if kids will read them and trash them? I would like to know your thoughts about it. Do you think giving your child a message in their lunchbox daily will make it seem less routine and more exciting? Children of all ages need emotional support. To ensure your child has access to this emotional support throughout their school day, it is important for them to feel loved and valued. Who wouldn't like words of affirmations in the middle of the day? Try to be spontaneous and authentic. Lunchbox notes can be as simple as "I'm so proud of you," or "You're perfect just the way you are," or "Your happiness makes me happy too." They can be "I feel so blessed to be your mom," or "You're my sunshine." Every day when I drop my child at school, I say, "Bye, have a nice day." My little one asks for 2 bear kisses on his fist, for which he says they stay with him all day. This has become a ritual for us. Almost every parent wishes for a beautiful day for their children at school. Luckily, here school allows parents to visit during lunch hours. This allows us to see them in the middle of the day. I also try to go to my son's school at least once a week during his lunch hour. And I followed the same practice with my daughter too when she was in elementary school. The nature of my job gives me this flexibility, so I'm blessed in that way. There I observe other children's expressions. Sometimes I see a happy face, sometimes an excited one, sometimes a little sad one, or sometimes a puzzled face. I also get hugs from my son's friends. When parents are not with their children, something handwritten makes their day. We don't know about their day. Maybe they had a quiz and it didn't go well. Now think about their feelings. In that state of mind, when they open their lunchbox, they see a handwritten note that says, "Believe in yourself, you can do it," or "Embrace every challenge." They are doubting themselves and are in a dilemma about their parents' reaction to their low grades. And they read words like, "I am so blessed to be your mom." What will be their first expression? A smile? Or maybe a face lit up with confidence? So let's talk about their brain activity here. Have you heard about this word large hippocampus? Don't get puzzled reading it. While reading an article on child psychology and neuroscience, I learned about hippocampus. This is the part of our limbic system and it regulates memories and emotions. The term hippocampus comes from the Greek word for seahorse because when it is removed from the brain, the hippocampus vaguely resembles a seahorse. A study done at Washington University in St. Louis said that school-aged children whose mothers nurtured them psychologically early in life have brains with a large hippocampus, a key brain structure important to learning, memory, and response to stress. If you want to read that article, then I'll drop its link in the show notes. Now comes the next question. What is the right age to start or stop sending these lunch notes? So there is no specific age. When kids don't know proper reading, emojis work. But when they start reading, we can send notes as per their reading level. Now comes the question of when to stop. It depends on your child. Young ones love to read a note. But when it comes to older kids, some teenagers may be okay with it or sometimes they feel shy about it. So, go with the flow. Now, as I said earlier that parents have different views about this practice. So, I have a couple of guests who have volunteered to share their thoughts about this topic. First, I have Meeta Jagtap. She is a mother of 2 kids. Let's see what Meeta has to say.
I never heard this word lunch note, but definitely I'm going to try this for my daughter Tirtha. When I will send a lunch note and when she will open her lunch box at the lunch time and when she will read it, she will feel happy about it. She will feel motivated and most important, there will be a smile on her face.
Now I have Ashwini Joshi. Ashwini is a mother to 2 lovely girls.
I really like this concept. It's a good way to convey our feelings and to show our kids that we are always there for them. I'm looking forward to follow this practice.
And last but not the least, I have a special guest volunteer. Her name is Ruhi and Ruhi is a 4th grader. So let's see what Ruhi has to say about the lunch notes.
When I open my lunchbox, the first thing that I look for is my lunch note. I love reading my lunch notes because it makes me feel loved and tells me to have a good day. My mom sends me different notes every day, so I never know what she wrote. If my mom doesn't write me a lunch note, I feel very disappointed because she always sends me notes and forgot that day.
Thank you Meeta, Ashwini and Ruhi for joining me in this episode. I hope you all like their thoughts. So my final words about this topic of whether to send lunch notes or not to send lunch notes is that it is a purely personal choice. We know our child personality, what motivates them and what they like. In the end, parenting should be cherished. What strategies followed does not matter. So if you like today's episode and if you want to know what all is there on Mother Gurukul Podcast, then don't forget to check out other episodes on this show. And I would love to know your feedback. If you are joining me for the first time, then thank you for tuning in. And yes, please subscribe and leave your review wherever you get your podcast so other people can find us. Please feel free to reach out to me through my social media handles. You can follow me by Alpana_Dev on Twitter, Alpana Bapat on Instagram, and Mother's Gurukul on Facebook. You can also email me at mothersgurukulpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to read some interesting articles on lifestyle, health and fitness, or if you are looking for some new recipes, then feel free to check out my blog www.mothersgurukul.com. So I will see you soon with another interesting topic. If you want to share your thoughts about this particular topic, please drop me a voice note. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. So stay blessed, stay happy. Bye-bye.